First one is kind of scary.
Here's somebody coming in this way.
I just don't want to hit it here.
Oh, it's pretty.
There was an accident on one of the sites
Really?
that had taken way around. It was horrible.
And our guest of honor tonight.
Actually, she is.
I am. Do I need to sign anything? Or no?
We're glad you're here.
Is Chase coming?
No, he had an appointment he forgot about, so I was like, I'll still go Chase.
Mhm.
Ready to jump, aren't you?
Yeah.
10, 9.
6 o'clock, we're gonna call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can you take roll, please, Rose?
Zeitz.
Here.
Worth, here. Zelinski.
Here.
Miller, here. Nelson.
Present. We're gonna open public comment at call it so long.
6 o'clock.
Still 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Any person wishing to address the board may do so once per public comment period. Comments are limited to 3 minutes and shall be addressed to the chair and not individual board members or others in the audience. The board is not required to comment or respond to presenters. Silence or non-response from the board should not be interpreted as disinterest or disagreement by the board.
Alan McCullough, 20359 Douglas Road. Just briefly, want to thank Brady for doing everything she's done out there for the surrounding park. But I do have I'm not passionate about this, but I'm recommending that we don't try to we don't spend the money on the oak wilt problem. The reason I'm saying it's kind of personal, I'm having to have this in just a week or so, a lot of trees removed from our property. We've been doing that for years, and the oak wilt still expensive. So I don't think it's a good investment. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comment?
Rosemary Sword out. So the board doesn't want a website report, which is fine, but I want to just clarify the statement that Mary said in August about the if the minutes are missing, how are you going to get them? Well, the minutes exist. They just never made it to the old website, which is something that the clerk was responsible for, the old website. So when the new website started up, there was nothing there to transfer. So they exist, they're somewhere. They just never made it to the new website.
Okay.
So they're here someplace. We just need to get them added. So hopefully that clarifies all of that. Also, I'm not a mind reader and I don't want to be held accountable for anything that is possibly going to be missed by, doing an Open Meetings Act violation. So, if something's supposed to be posted for voting or like, the treasurer has to have required days, you all need to tell me. I'm just putting it on there. So If there's something that's required, so you guys don't get in trouble by Open Meetings Act violation, you need to tell me. I'm willing to do it. I'm not gonna be responsible for saying, what do you gotta put on here, guys? Okay? And with that being said, I'd like something in writing stating I'm not gonna be held responsible for that. If there's a Open Meetings Act violation, it's not because I'm not willing to do it. That's on the board. I don't want to be responsible for that. Also, with that being said, I'm currently not being paid, but I would like a contract per se, for the remainder of this year, for $500. That's like, I'm gonna put in more than 25 hours of work on the website, to keep it maintained. You know, uploading the YouTube and all the other stuff. So, I would like to ask for a payment of a contract for just $500. That is it.
Thank you.
William Swartout, 16341 Brundage Road. Last meeting, I brought up information about a FOIA request that I had submitted. Back in May or June, there was some information, or somehow the board found out that the township was receiving checks. Nobody knew anything about it. And the board directed the clerk to gather that information to the board. Well, I don't know if you have the information yet or not, but it's been 6 months. I FOIA'd the information. I have it. So the question for the board, did anyone review the FOIA request that I spoke about at the September meeting regarding the checks received from the IRS, state of Michigan, about the notices of missing payments and checks received? My guess is no one took my words seriously, nor is holding the clerk accountable for what was voted on May 12th meeting. She was requested to provide all this information to the board. IRS, after reviewing the documents closer, I found that I did not get all the pages. Several say page 1 of 5, and in that I am missing pages 3, 4, and 5. So what information is being withheld on my FOIA? We have over 22 charges for penalty and interest to the IRS. Form 941 that were assessed is over $1,800 dating back to 2022 for failure to file Form 941, failure to pay, and land payments. We also got notices that said, where do you want us to apply your credit, and notices of overpayments. We received checks totaling $22,467.11 from the IRS and the state of Michigan. Anybody know why? I don't think so. State of Michigan, we have a penalty and interest over $600 for sales, use, and withholding tax. In addition, notices were received that the state has not received the annual return and the monthly, quarterly returns on time. The FOIA is done. I've done Rose's job for her. I put a FOIA request in. I have all the information. I'm sure the FOIA coordinator still has copies of it, or the originals, or whatever it was turned into her. But anyway, people need to do your jobs. As trustees, why aren't you asking these questions? Why aren't you doing your job for the people?
You need to direct your comments to me.
Okay. I'll take that back. Okay. I wonder why they're not doing their jobs. Okay. Just concerned. Okay. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Any other public comment? All right, public comment closes at 6:09. approval of the meeting agenda.
I have a question under action items number 9, G. No, sorry. Where was I? Oh, under unfinished business, A, we've got lawns, sexton, and we also have something for cemeteries. So I want to add cemeteries.
Sexton.
Sexton is cemeteries.
Sexton.
I thought they were 2 different things because they were on 2 different pages.
And this is front and back, front.
Well, there's 2 different lawn care ones, and then there's one for the sexton. The lawn care is one's by Parker, one's by,
Yeah, I
and then
saw
there's the
that.
sextons for all cemeteries.
Okay. Never mind then. I just have a comment when we get there.
Any others? Okay. Approval of consent
No,
agenda.
we need to approve the
Or-
meeting
oh,
agenda.
sorry.
Need a motion for that.
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll second. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, number 6, approval of consent agenda.
I'll make a motion. I move the board approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Move this money.
Any discussion? No discussion. And this is
Okay.
vote, so can you take roll, please?
Nelson,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Zelinski. Yes. Worth, yes, Sights.
Yes. Motion carries. Previous minutes in September.
I have a couple corrections. I'm not gonna tell you the table ones because that doesn't really matter, but on this number 7 under reports, Parks and Rec, we shouldn't be voting to approve that without listing the dollar amount. So that motion should have the dollar amount listed in it. We know that because it was on the last month's report. I did not write it down. It's $30 and something. Materials, so just this, we should amend this to have the dollar amount included.
Yeah, and
It's
that dollar amount.
and then 3072, I know it was 30 something. I didn't write down the dollar. amount, sorry.
$30.72. Thanks.
And then on number 5, an unfinished business on the back. Says BSNA training for supervisor. I just would like to add the BSNA budget training for supervisor. So if we ever go back, because we've been having that issue lately, going back at old minutes and not being able to tell what that training was for, other things were for.
So yeah,
So it should say BSNA budget training for supervisor.
I'll move the board approve the September 8th draft minutes as amended.
I'll second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Unpaid bills.
I move that we approve the unpaid bills with check number 15830 to 1584 plus E9 for a total of $22,464.64.
Well, support.
Any discussion? Can you take roll, please, Rose?
Nelson,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Zelinski.
Yep.
Worth, yes, Sights.
Yes, motion carries. We have guests from Honor Bank, Kayla and Chase.
This is not
Jason.
here, this is me. I just wanted to come and introduce myself. I'm the manager at the Honor Branch. And I know I met Rose before, but I think you, yes. But I just wanted to introduce myself and been with Honda Bank for over 10 years and kind of bounced around to different branches and now I'm at the main branch here. So if you ever need anything, I brought some of my business cards. You guys can reach out to me for anything of the township meeting. So. And I didn't know if you guys had any questions for me.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's pretty much
Thank you.
all I came for, so.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's very nice of
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. So just let me know if you have any questions. And now I gotta get to the Village Thompsonville meeting, so.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Next is unfinished business, contract rewrite approvals for lawns and sexton.
First one, I did notice on the township property maintenance contract 2025-2026, one for Bob Wilkinson. Under mowing and trimming, we do need to remove Inland Township Hall because he doesn't do the hall.
Okay,
Did you say what about the hall? Brandon Hall?
Mowing and trimming, section A, remove Inland Township Hall.
okay. And then, what about letter E?
Yeah, that, we should remove that one too. That does not pertain to Bob's contract.
Are we including in this also Bendon Hall?
No.
Because I don't see it listed. in
No,
here.
because this is for Bob. We have two different lawn companies.
Okay, so this is just for this township offices. and-
No.
No,
This is just for the cemeteries and the park. The next one will be for Bendon Hall in the offices.
The township hall there too, in H.
Yeah,
And then Rose on this last page, the term,
yeah, that's one.
26.
Bob up here.
yeah, we need to change the term on J on the back page. No, it commences on 2025.
February.
We approved it in February of this year. So it's 2025, it's
Okay.
correct.
So,
I just have a comment about the mowing and trimming on D where it says artificial flowers are used for trimming. They must be replaced, but I've got live flowers that end up every year getting cut off. And we're talking about 10 flowers for 5 different grave sites. And every time they're mowed with the grass and they're inches from the headstone. So I don't understand why they keep being mowed down, but it'd be nice to be paid for them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Take that up with Bob.
Yeah,
And one other question on mowing and trimming M. What is it? Inland Township Natural Area? Is that,
That's
oh, yeah,
Lamar.
at Lamar.
okay, just wanted to make sure that I was
Should add that one.
understanding.
Yeah. At Lamb Road.
Yep.
You add that in here. Until people get used to Inland Natural. Do you want to
and
vote?
are we doing these one by
I
one?
don't know. What do you want to do?
Yeah,
Okay,
So I'm just gonna call this Bob's contract.
I'll move the board approve the township's property maintenance contract with Bob Wilkinson as amended.
I'll second. Can you take the roll, please?
Miller,
yes,
Nielsen,
Yes.
Ward, yes, Sights,
Yes,
Zelinski.
Yes.
motion carries. The next one is township property maintenance contract offices. Notice on, line F that it says cemeteries.
mhm. Yeah, so we need to remove that.
We can also remove item D under mowing and trimming, because our mailbox no longer will be across the street as soon as we get it removed. And then at item J on the back, this is the one that says it's a 4-year contract.
I don't think we can do that.
That's what was
They were all voted as one.
Oh, it was approved. Yeah, they were all approved as 1 year.
1 year. So they did, so yeah, that one's,
So this is 1 year.
this is supposed to be a 1-year contract, yeah.
Did you confirm that did you look it up to make sure? Maybe we should.
Did you,
in the minutes, it
Did
says
you-
for this one.
I didn't look this one up.
I didn't, I just saw Bob's.
That's the one.
I thought we did them
Bob's was
both
year
for 1
sure.
year.
I looked at Bob's. That one's 1 year. I did not look at this one. The old one.
It's hanging up in my office. Come and grab it. Or do we want to just,
Table it till.
or we can make it, correct it from a 1 year to a 4-year after we look at the, I don't know how you want to do it.
Or just take a moment.
Just take a recess and I'll go grab it. It's hanging up.
Take a 2-minute recess.
Okay, I move that we take a 2-minute recess. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
At 6:20.
Oh, I second it.
Oh,
too. I didn't, but. It's actually been better.
Fucking gems.
I don't have any
Voices.
germs.
Oh, allergies? I'm glad you didn't get it.
Well, yeah, but not contagiously ill. Is it 4 years or 1 year? So,
The year.
I can't read from here.
It says,
You gotta be back in session. We all discuss.
What do I do for that?
just, the
Recess is
started
over
at-
and
Back into
Back in
call
session.
back to order at
6:20.
6:22.
It says, move to accept for 1 year Wilkinson for Parks and Cemeteries, Parker for Office and Bendon by Therese, second by Brown. It
So
says
it's a 1 year.
it's a 1-year contract.
Move to approve the township's property maintenance contract dash offices and then as amended.
I'll second. Can you take roll for any other discussion on it? Can you take roll, please, Rose?
Nelson,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Zelinski.
Yes.
Wolf, yes, Sight.
Yes, motion carries. Next is the Sexton contract.
We did go under payment, number 1D. Says all charges will be doubled when ground is frozen and snow is present. We were thinking we should add and or. Because ground could be frozen and there is no snow, or there is a lot of snow and it's not froze yet. So sometimes both conditions don't happen at the same time, but
Right. Yep, I would agree.
And I just question this, a check will be issued within 3 days. Because that's just not, if certain ways, because Rose works different days than I work. I don't know that
yeah, but
that was in 7, and also we pay everybody else monthly. Why are we paying them as they come in?
we pay them, I mean, I don't see, he doesn't have a problem being paid monthly anyway.
He has to be paid like every year. So I think
We just
we remove that.
So we're striking this whole sentence out.
Check will be,
Just that a check will be issued to contractor within 3, not more than 7 days. Be paid monthly with all of our other
check will be
contracts.
issued monthly. The contractor. After the township treasurer has received the money. Check will be issued the following month of the treasurer receiving the money, right? How do you want to say that?
Check issued monthly after. You write it down. Did you write it?
Yeah,
Okay, so that's gonna read, a check will be issued monthly after the township treasurer has received monies for the grave openings. Do I have that correct?
Well,
Yeah, okay.
if we get a check on the first, we write checks at the end of the month, so he'll get it that same month, he should.
any other,
Just, was his original contract 4 years, correct?
That's under term through 2028.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
we did his contract in
That's
March.
different. You
so
did
I
it in
just wanna
March,
make sure
yeah.
we're not changing that.
Right.
Move to approve the Sexton contract with the revision.
I'll second. Any other discussion on it? Can you take a roll, please, Rose?
Zelinski,
Yes.
Sights,
Yes,
Worth, yes, Nelson,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
motion carries. Next on the list is the partial trenching and tree removal.
I say we take it off of unfinished business because I don't feel we should do it. I think it's, one, trenching itself is harmful to the trees, potentially harmful, and can kill them. Just doing that, we absolutely cannot trench on state land. And so, as Mr. McCullough said there, we're fighting a losing battle, throwing money and money and money at these trees, tens of thousands of dollars, and we're not gonna stop it.
I talked with Matt from Partial. He mentioned that this could be a 6 to 8 year plan, but it's not an indefinite. That it may or may not.
Did you
Mostly.
talk, sorry, did you talk to our attorney
Yes.
about it?
Yeah.
What was his recommendation?
It's not a lawful expenditure,
Yeah,
but we can spend township general
did
funds
you
on
talk
it.
to the lawyer?
No, but she CC'd me on it.
yeah,
You
So
both on
they-
the email?
yeah, so she knew that that's something
Oh.
else. But I can give you the email if you can read it.
I'd like to see it, see what he said.
So she-
So he says that he thinks it would be covered.
It would be covered under normal expenses in the general fund if the board approves it. You can still do unlawful expenditures because there's a way to sneak them in, like in the gray area. Do you want to float the gray area or do you want to do things the right way? I prefer the right way.
Well, I don't think that's what our attorney is
Well,
suggesting.
I know, I'm just saying, but that, to me, that's
Yeah, I'm
what
just
it's
trying to
do it,
clarify.
right? I don't think she's suggesting that at all. She's not suggesting that at all. She's telling us we could do it if we really wanted to do it.
So if we don't do it, what do we do? I mean, we have to cut all those trees
Just
down
take-
anyway.
Let nature take its course.
We're just gonna let them fall down or we're gonna cut them down.
I think you just let them fall.
I mean, is that a safety issue at some point?
But I think, Rose, it's a different question. The question that we're talking about is trenching.
Yeah.
So what happens with dead trees and stuff? That's a different question, probably for a
But
different.
what are
board.
we
No, it
gonna,
says tree removal is all part of the, it's all tree removal / trenching is all under unfinished
if we're gonna
business.
trench them, what are we gonna, what's the plan? Would we have a plan? Would we need to make a plan? You know, things like that.
We don't have to make a plan now if we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know if those trees are gonna live 5 years. We don't know if those trees are gonna live 10 years.
Right.
So it's pretty impossible to make a plan right now.
I mean, the decay of trees takes a while just because the disease kills them. They could stand for years,
So we deal with
So-
issues as they come up.
right? That's what I would think. So I move that action not be taken at the Lamb Road Park for oak wilt trenching or tree removal.
Second,
Any discussion?
I have a problem with that. I still see it as something like when I was doing fire department things, I was told by the fire chief and TC that one of the things homeowners can do to protect their house is remove all the stuff around their house that would easily burn. Well, I kind of see this in the same thing. If you do nothing, you know they're going to be dying and coming down and destroying other trees. I see it as a preventative measure if, excuse me, if we do the trenching. At least we're trying to protect what's there rather than just letting it go.
And and I don't know if you're done. I don't want to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I feel that when trees are gonna die, you're not gonna save them. So when those trees die, the canopy dies, it gives all the nutrients and everything to the new trees so they can thrive and grow and create new woods. That's why there's foresters that come in, they do select cutting, and different things on people's property. So there's also a benefit. You get new growth, new life.
I understand that.
Am I gonna be allowed to speak on this at all?
no,
No.
No, I'm not. Okay.
Any other comment?
My department's.
Can you, I guess this is all in favor? All in
Right,
favor?
you want,
Or
No,
no?
want to repeat what you said, action,
I move, oh, I have it written down.
action, okay. Yeah, action not to be taken at the Lamb Road Park for trenching or tree removal,
Yeah.
okay.
All in favor?
Tree support.
Yeah, tree support, yes.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
I
Motion carries.
That wasn't a roll call, was it?
No, because there's no money.
It was weird.
Mary wanted you to do them individually. Mary asked you to do them individually.
Next is action items, payroll companies.
Okay, so do you want me to talk or do you want me just, you guys read your packet? Do you want to ask me questions? How do you want to do it?
Better than you finish talking.
I was gonna say, I
I know,
don't
it doesn't
really have
matter.
too many questions on it.
So on my desk are 3 little pieces of paper that are my motions.
Did BSNA tell you they don't track earned sick time?
There's this, you have to buy a special program.
You have to buy the program to track
Yeah.
hours too.
You do.
Yes.
All
Did
3
they
of them
give you a
are tracked.
price on that by chance?
It's all in here.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it should all be in here.
But-
It's on 3 little cut pieces.
but the integrated one, I don't see a set price for it. I did the math on the ADP,
Yeah, I'll take that one.
And-
So,
came up with $5,898
so with.
plus the fee for checking.
Timekeeping is a flat $20 fee plus $6 per employee. $20 fee per month plus $6 per employee. It would come to a total of $4,044 based on a 28 employee thing, model. That's what I used, was 28, because that's what I came up with. Sometimes some people don't
Average.
work. Yeah, average, sometimes people don't work. So for ADP, just for the payroll section, although they would give us 6 months free to try to get us back, but we've had bad experiences with them. Even the auditor told us that they're not always the easiest to work with. We've had nothing but problems. the advantages of the, one is they're local. So they're right in Traverse City, so they're willing to come and help if we have any issues. They're willing, to help us get everything all set up, and they are, they have experience directly with other townships in northern Michigan that I called for references that thought they have never had any issues with them. So concerns with the firefighters who forget to punch in on the way to a fire, there's ways to work around that. They can log in, they can have an app on their phone. There's all kinds of, and then it takes all of the, earned sick time off of us. And we don't have to do the, time tracking. It's just would be foolish for us not to. If we want to be in compliance with the law. None of us are payroll experts. I've done payroll, but it was so long ago when I had to manually calculate people's deductions when I owned a business. So I'm not up to date on laws. I don't believe any of us are. And we do have some issues currently with the federal and the state taxes. And these people said, just send all the letters to them and they will tell us and they will work with them and fix them for us, as well as the earned sick time pay issues we have.
They don't work with the BSNA though, so we still have that we would have to input into the general ledger.
We would just have to manually do general ledger entries, right? Which we learned to do those 1 month, it's just gonna be a repeat, it's different numbers, so.
Well, when I'm looking at integrated payroll and look at all these things that they have checked off that they're going to be doing for human resources, scheduling and goals.
Well, there's some of these things that clearly we are never gonna need.
Right.
We're never gonna need. But there are things like, it could be beneficial and then, to Dayton, if he wanted to use like the scheduling, like the time card alerts, if he doesn't want his employees to get overtime, he can put those limits on there. He can put clock lock routes if he's told somebody that didn't work that day. There's like different things that they can do if he chooses to use them. They're included.
So we're probably looking at the advanced, not the plus. Is what you're.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah,
but
we don't have enough. We don't have enough
Plus.
need for the plus. We don't have enough employees and enough things.
I just have a real question about the cost of this for 28 employees. The ADP for 28 people is $5,898. For integrated, you just said it was $4,044.
Well, do we currently have the earned sick time pay hours people have accumulated on their paycheck?
No, we don't.
Do we?
But the everything else that.
I don't know.
Do we?
No, I just have them.
You're
I haven't
breaking the law
inputted them
right
into
there.
a computer yet.
So
This is
we are
nowhere
breaking
to-
the law by
I
not
don't
doing
even
that.
have it.
No.
I know, but the law states it has to be on their pay stub. So again, there's numerous laws and rules that we have no idea of that we don't really want to be continuing to violate and break.
But we were trying to already put into place our own scheduling not scheduling, it's the wrong word, for keeping the time for employees. I thought we were working on an ordinance for that already.
It's not an
Or we
ordinance.
Not the ordinance, it's the policy.
Okay, policy.
Hey, we still have to have the policy in place, even if we went with a payroll company. We still have to have that policy in
Right.
place.
And
It doesn't
so-
matter who does it.
So if it's there, isn't that covering?
No, just because you have a policy and doesn't, it covers us. We have to implement that policy, just like the ACH and EFT policies that the treasurer created. We have to implement those.
Right.
That gives us the authority to implement
Right.
those, basically.
So at this
Might not
point,
be the right word, but
using that is not helping us meet that requirement?
no, because we have to track it.
So right now, our only method of tracking it is like a spreadsheet, somebody manually entering them manually, adding the columns, making sure they're right. And then somebody's gonna have to take every pay stub and make sure they write those things on their pay stub manually. Or we have to buy a BSNA program, which the only way to do that is to use the cloud program, which is super expensive. I didn't even bother checking into it to do it because people say it's very cumbersome and hard to use and
Cloud
it's
is
just not. at our conference training, they said they wouldn't recommend using it yet.
So will we still be using BSNA? You said we
Yes.
are?
We will use BSNA, but we wouldn't be using it for, we wouldn't be using it for payroll. We would be using it to record the payroll information from the company into the BSNA general ledger.
It's a journal entry, Mary, so it goes on that report you asked me
Mhm.
about earlier. Anybody have any other questions? So you can, with the timekeeping thing, because I know Dayton had some concerns, I did email him and ask him if he had any direct questions. You know, we have options, just so you know, that either we could appoint Dayton to be able to enter those or approve those. People can enter their own, he can approve them, or we as the board can approve them. We can appoint one person, however we want to do it. We can set all of that up another time.
And going through this, the W-2s and W-3s now all have to be done electronically through Social Security online. And
They will do that.
they will do that. And they have people who are, I mean, I did it last year. It was not, it took time. But that's not something I do, or Therese would do if she did payroll. It's not something that we do on a consistent basis for once a year things.
I need to ask a question to our fire chief. Dayton, would you rather keep track of the hours of your personnel and just turn in a thing monthly, or do you want it to be a timesheet that?
It's not a
these guys
timesheet,
have
it's
to
an
do?
app on their phone. Most people nowadays, Mary, actually use the apps on their phones to track a lot of things.
Yes.
And we can set it up so that they can track in, like if there's all kinds of things. I asked her all about this, right? So if they were coming here for a call and they are on their way back and, you know, I don't know if there's passengers, I'm just saying, if they get here, they have a radius that they have to be in. We can set that, or we don't have to set that. So they have to be, so like if they're out of state and they say that they were here at a fire call, it won't let them punch in, right? If we put that in there. If they can punch in at any time, we can set the restrictions of who approves that. Just like Dayton does his
That's an extra
spreadsheet.
fee.
Yeah,
I'm sorry?
That's an extra fee because it's the geofencing and pinpoint GPS.
Well, she said that we would get,
It's only included in the plus for.
oh, she said today, I called her and she said there was no additional charge for that.
Get that right.
but we,
I'll get that in writing, but
Yeah, all I
we
know
might
is
not
that's
have
what-
that one feature, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of.
I
features.
would like if, so that I can correlate with what they're punching in to our run sheets,
uh-huh,
approve it, give it to you, then it's already been approved,
Yeah.
then all you have to do is pay.
yeah,
That's what I would like, but that's all on the board. If the board wants to,
but we could set it up that way.
Say that
Right.
again. Let him
So-
talk.
so if they punch in, because it doesn't mean that they couldn't come here and punch in and not have a call. I would still look at their thing and say, okay, they punched on this day, this day, this day.
Yeah,
Correlate with the paperwork that they signed for me saying that they made this call to make sure it's right. I'll approve everybody's thing, then you guys can just pay for it. But I would like that instead of, because I don't want to give you guys that paperwork to make sure that they were here, because there is, could be HIPAA or could be a lot of different stuff on there that you guys shouldn't be seeing.
Right, if we're asking them to use an app or a computer website to log in, we're not asking to see the people information. So you don't want your guys to punch in to
No, no,
get
no.
accurate estimate?
No, they can punch in, they may forget, but I want to make sure that they didn't punch in for 3 calls that they really weren't here.
Well, that's why I said we can set up who the approval is.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I would like to do that
Yeah, that's
approval
what I was
because
asking.
I have other paperwork that I can correlate, right, to make sure, yes, they signed this piece of paperwork. Oh, they forgot to punch in. I will fix that. Or they punched in, but they didn't sign this paperwork. That's needs to be deleted.
We can, right,
Okay,
What was their annual fee again? Just run it by me.
so roughly $4,044 for that, and then it just depends on what we want to do.
Around 45 to $5,000.
Roughly, it tops, well, unless we get a whole bunch of new firefighters.
Right.
Or new cleaning people, I don't know.
so your recommendation is to do number 3.
I make a motion that we work with integrated payroll to handle all township payroll, including W-2s and timekeeping.
I'll support.
Hey,
Next, I make a motion.
just a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry, we got both.
Any discussion?
Trying to get them out of
Any
here.
discussion?
Thanks, Trees, for all the
Now-
research in this.
Now, you didn't include price in this one.
I'm not saying any pricing,
Okay.
because it's
Okay.
it's a necessity.
Okay, I just, just wanted to make sure we were
Well, we knew prices.
kind
on the
of
other
going on
ones,
the
so-
same page
right.
here. Okay.
There we
Maybe I.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a quote.
No, and that's fine.
Can you take the roll, please? No?
Nelson,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Zelinski,
Yes.
Worth, yes, Sights.
Yes. Motion carries.
Next. So there is a $3 fee for people who don't want to have direct deposit. We have, as an employer, have the right to require people to use direct deposit or they get a debit card. I make a motion that we require all employees to receive their paycheck by direct deposit or debit card.
I'll second. Any discussion? You can take a roll call, please, James.
Miller,
No,
Nelson,
Yes.
Worth, no, Zeitz,
Yes.
Zelinski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
One more.
Minute.
Sorry, I'm trying to cover all.
Nope, you're good.
But should we have had those on the agenda? We had an opportunity earlier to amend the agenda. If we knew we had those motions.
They were part of,
First time
the-
hearing of them.
they were part of the payroll.
I wanted
guess-
people to have, I wanted people to read the stuff and have their own opinion without knowing mine. So I intentionally withheld these. Is that what you're saying?
The motions?
All the, I just said withheld the motions.
Or the
All
direct
information's
deposit.
in the packet.
I just feel like if we have motions and we know about them, we should have shared them earlier. We voted to approve the agenda. The agenda had all the action items on there. Now there's other motions that are bubbling up. So I just feel
No,
like,
they're all part of this, but they're all part of number one in the, or all part of, yeah, of 9A. They're all part of the payroll thing. So there's nothing new. It's all part of that. This is
They're listed in
Yeah.
there.
I don't want everybody to be swayed by my opinion, so I'm not gonna include my motions always. If I think it could make people think or argue against me, right? I want to hear what you have to say before I tell you what my opinion is from my research. Does that make sense?
sort of,
Okay. So last, I make a motion that I, the treasurer, continue the relationship with integrated payroll to set up township payroll and work with them and the clerk to get payroll completed each month.
don't you do that anyway?
No, payroll is not a statutory duty currently. Rose has taken it back over from Lindsay and ADP. So I would like to do it.
So we need to have somebody second before we have discussions. Since the
Oh, I'm
motion's
sorry.
made.
Yeah, that's true. I'll second.
Any discussion?
Yeah.
What to call it.
Sorry.
That's okay.
No, that's okay.
Thanks. So you wanted to have yours on there because Lindsay's no longer there and it would be a
No,
two-person.
I would like to be the one to handle all the information with integrate and then work with Rose to get the journal entries made into the system, into the general ledger, so that we're documenting what we do. I would
It
like
should
to
be a joint
Yeah, so
effort.
basically, I would be taking over the human resources type aspect of it.
But there should be two people doing
we've never had two people in
I
that.
know, but according to the last MTA that I went to, they suggested having two people always doing it.
Well, I did say that me and her would be working together on the payroll aspect of it, making sure, double checking, making sure it's all right, making sure the journal entries are done. So yeah, there's technically two people.
And what I think this is my opinion. I think what Therese wants to do is she started the relationship with them. She doesn't want to drop it like it got dropped with ADP from someone else.
And then have a bunch of errors happen again. I don't want to
Okay.
do that.
Okay. I'm
She wants to
understanding now.
follow through, but I also have the other information and actually having two people look at
Yeah,
all that stuff to get it set up
right.
is what she's also saying.
Okay,
That's what I'm hearing.
thank you. That's what I did not understand.
Any other discussion?
Therese May, who seconded that?
I did.
All right, thank you, Mary.
All in favor?
Aye.
I,
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next is Lamb Road sign payment for supplies. So if anybody would like to look at that.
It was requested for the sign they made for
That I don't know.
the event that they had out there at the park
I
last
know we
month.
approved up to a certain amount, but
But we
what
didn't
what did
approve,
it come to?
So
This
this
was
looks
different.
like it was a sign from Lamb Road
So that people would know where it was.
for $184.21.
I just make a motion that we pay Peggy Case, reimburse her the 184.21
184.21.
I'll
on
second.
her expense report.
Any discussion? You take the roll, please, Rose.
Zelinski,
Yes.
Sights,
Yes,
Worth, yes, Nelson,
Yes.
Miller.
motion carries. Fire department millage renewal.
Yeah, let's take that one.
We put this on here. This would be due prior to May, so that we could decide how much money that we would like to do for a millage. Or we could decide to use money out of our general fund, so we're not taxing the residents so much. So we put that in there as an option of what we would want to do as the board.
I have a question.
You didn't need a motion first? Maria?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Just ask a question. On the indented paragraph here where it says that we're required, there's a required millage rollback. What is
The
that?
Headley.
Yeah, what is our percentage now?
That was
I don't
included a couple months back in your board packet on,
Do you remember what it is?
I
I
don't
don't,
remember the number.
It's not huge, but we're down from 1 to 0.7, 0.98,
Yeah.
and the other one's 0.7.
And so this is more kind of like, I was using this as discussion. We don't have to take action
Yeah.
until prior to May, but I would need time to get this in front of legal counsel,
Right.
to draft this up and whatnot. So I just wanted to get that out there and see what people thought, because we have an abundance of money in the general fund.
So we can just make a motion to say we'll give the fire department $106,000 next year's out of our next year's budget, and not worry about going through
Well, I was
gonna
Well,
say-
why would we do that? Why would we just make a motion to do that?
No, I was just saying,
Or
or
they need to do that. I mean, but
it's,
that's not, I mean, they have an overabundance of money invested. They have an overabundance in both the general fund for the fire department and the millage. So why would we take money of our operating when it's continuously going down? We lost state revenue share and we keep losing money and just hand it to them. That doesn't make sense to me.
I just have one other comment on this. You've got 2022.
yeah, this was just, this
Yeah,
is
I
just,
know. But if we do use this, make sure those dates are.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
no,
why
and
they're
this,
highlighted.
yeah, this one would be completely rewritten by legal counsel.
We would, had discussed about, do we do a millage or do we put money in their account like we used to do? Before they got the fire equipment millage.
So you're gonna check with our attorney on this, Ben?
Yeah, and this, like I said, this is more of just a discussion point, so you guys can all be thinking about it.
Yeah.
This would, I would think would be tabled to unfinished business for a future meeting. And then if we, that way it gives us some time to all think about it. And then, we'll have it on the next board meeting for unfinished business to, decide how we want to proceed with it.
So done November?
Yep.
Okay.
Any other discussion on it? Okay.
Yeah.
Next is fire department computers.
Two computers that we use in the two trucks that connect to central dispatch via the CAD system, so we can get CAD. Have Windows 10, can be upgraded, and per the county's IT department, we can no longer connect to the county for CAD because there's no more security updates coming in through Windows. So requesting to get, and we talked about this 3 or 4 months ago, and wanted more quotes and a timely fashion to review. So I got another quote from Rugged Depot that meets the minimum specs in the packet, or the specs that the IT department and the 911 director. One of these computers used to get paid by the county 911 department to us. They don't have funds to do it anymore, so they are no longer to do it. The Board of Commissioners felt that they wanted to have some skin in the game, so they made a motion to reimburse us $500 for the one computer that they already provided us. But we have to show proof that we bought it, it's going to be connected, and so forth. We currently have 2 that we do. We buy one, the county used to provide us the one. Now we have to provide both of them to stay connected to CAD.
Okay.
We don't have to. I think it's an advantage to have the computers in the truck and connected to CAD because we can see alerts that are on the houses. So if there's a law enforcement alert, or like this person's been combative before, or alert saying that no fire personnel is entering until law enforcement gets there, we can see how many times we've been to that address, prior calls. We can see a lot of stuff that we wouldn't get if we don't have it. And it's also really good for directions, and for a lot of people in this township don't have address signs, or they have long driveways and they split off to 2, but their address is marked out here, but we don't know which way to go. There's a lot of things, and it helps pinpoint stuff, even on trails. If they're getting a 911 call, we can zoom in, and we can actually zoom in. It's comes straight from the GIS department. So we can actually see your lot lines and everything, and it's good for us to get there and see multiple things.
And were either of these, because I guess I didn't see it on there, through MIDeal, or does MIDeal not offer?
The Dell one is through MIDeal. You can see under the contract name, State of Michigan, MIDeal's agreement. The other one, Rugged Depot, does not deal with them. Rugged Depot is what we use before to get our ones that we currently have. But Dell's out there. I mean, they are cheaper. Dell is the reason why the Dells are cheaper. Talking to them was that they're coming out with a new model. So this is the end of the model of these. It's not really going to change anything except for the price.
Right. Right.
What does this first line mean? We are still waiting for legal to review the user agreements for management, co-management of the machines.
So the county, because we have to attach to their system, so, through the VPN to them, they have legal review things for us to sign. stating that they have permission, they have to put some software onto our computer. It's been redlined like twice, I believe, so far, and it hasn't come back from them to give to the board of commissioners to approve for us.
So without that approval, can you log into their system and get the information that you're talking about?
Right now, we currently are, and it will be allowed until that they're gonna bring that up, is what I was told by the 911 director. It's gonna stand until that gets done, because that's a whole new policy. So everything will continue the same until then. But they can stop us after the end of the month when there's no security alerts, because we don't have Windows 11 or the new security updates.
So which one of these do you think is the best for what we have?
If we do with the Dell, that is cheaper, but we would still have to pay some money for them to wire it in. With the Rugged Depot ones with the Panasonics, we already have the docks, everything. The computer is just going to come and slip in. With the Dell, that's why there's extra prices for mounting adapter and stuff, because we'd have to get all new mounting adapter and docks for that, and they would have to be wired up.
So Rugged Depot is the one that you,
Whatever the board so chooses. I mean, there is.
So you already have the docks for the Rugged Depot with, it's 10,463. But if you went to Dell, you'd get all the docking stuff for $9,850.
I would still have to pay somebody to wire the power supply in.
Right, yeah.
So maybe $500. That's what a lot of prices are with Grand Traverse Mobile installing stuff. So you're a couple $100.
Yeah, you're basically the same price. And all your docking stuff that you currently have is good.
Yep.
So there's no need to actually upgrade
No
that.
change, they'll slide right in.
You do need the keyboard for that MK, right?
What?
You do need the keyboard for the Rugged.
That's all part of it.
It's all part of it, okay.
Yep.
Because it was separate.
Does anybody want to make a motion?
I move the board approve the Rugged Depot sales quote in the amount of $10,463.50 for the purchase of a rugged tablet for the fire department.
I'll second.
Good. I was gonna say, it's good, it's 2 tablets.
That total price.
Tablets.
Any discussion? Can you take roll, please, Rose?
Nelson,
Yes.
Miller,
yes.
Zelinski,
Yes.
Worth, yes, Sykes.
Yes. Motion carries. Next is the modems for the fire department.
Central Dispatch will pay for one. We currently have 2, one in each truck. Doesn't meet the new security things that we're having at the sheriff's department. Our old ones are old with older technology. They're 7, 8 years old. We have to show that we're gonna put a CAD into our computer and the county will pay for the ones they currently do. I don't know, in 5 years, when these modems are no longer good, if we're gonna have to pay for it, just like the computers, we didn't know. So. And then, so the price for the one from AT&T, he's got 2 on there. And the one from the COO is from Grand Traverse Mobile is only 1.
Big price difference. It is a big price difference.
Yeah, the Sierra Wireless modems do a lot more.
Do they reach out farther and everything?
Yes and no. The modems are better than having like a SIM card in the computer, because the computer has that little antenna that's built inside, but the modems the antennas outside. I think that was stated in that, in the one email from the IT person. So having the modem and having it on that antenna on the outside gets better signal, a lot better signal.
Okay.
The Sierra Wireless, they do a lot more than the AT&T ones.
Okay.
Data stuff, which is stuff that we don't need. There can be speed alerts put on it. So like if the truck goes 55 miles an hour, it can send me an email. You can set it up so when the lights turn on, I can get an email saying, oh, somebody turned on the lights. Stuff that I don't need.
Right.
It's those can do that. It's nice having a modem in the trucks because it sends that data to central dispatch. They can see us on the map, along with we can see where our own truck is on the map.
Right. Okay.
To be honest, I know it's a little bit more money, but I would like to keep a Sierra Wireless for the one that we're buying, and it matches what is going, the county is buying us that we're already gonna have in another vehicle.
Right.
That's on you guys. The AT&T one's a newer modem type that they made specifically for FirstNet customers.
Okay. Does anybody have any other questions or want to make a motion?
How long do these modems last? When did we replace them last?
We've had this one for 7-8 years.
And the computers?
If Windows changed, the only reason why we're changing these is because Windows changed and they're not doing security updates. So.
X technology is a pretty moving target,
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, the fire chief sent a letter, I don't have that, because we feel that the specs were a little abundant, a little robust for what we currently have, because the specs on the computer now, that they're requesting is more than what we have now, and we're running it. And that question was brought up, and the IT come back with the stuff that they have to install. They're installing the antivirus, something else that they would like it to be more powerful in case we get a call at 3 o'clock in the morning and virus scans running. It doesn't bog down the system.
Okay.
So.
And without these, the new computers, they're not gonna function properly anyways.
What?
Well, without the modems, the newer computers are not compatible for these.
No, they can, because we could put SIM cards in those instead of in the modems. What is better is the modems have the external antenna, so you get a lot better coverage.
Right.
To have that internet, so you can transfer that data.
Our township-wide broadband didn't help that issue?
That's, well, they don't have Wi-Fi's. You want to put up
A lot of areas.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
That was a good one.
Yeah, it's a router. That's what they are.
I'm still waiting for it at the park.
They're technically gay. That's their vehicle. Yeah.
I move the board approve the Zentron partner quote in the amount of $2,288 for the purchase of a modem for the fire department.
Hold on, that's not the company, it's Zetron. The company's Grand Traverse Mobile. They're just a partner with it, Zetron, which they make radios. I just wanted to quote.
You wrote it, you haven't had a second, so go ahead.
When they run that through again. I move the board approve Grand Traverse Mobile Communications quote in the amount of $2,288 for the purchase of a modem for the fire department.
Second.
Any discussion? Can you take roll call, please?
Nelson,
Yes.
Miller, yes, Linsky. Yes. Worth, yes, Sights.
Yes, motion carries. Next is the snowplow bids. Here's that one. And then each one, and send them down. There's that
Set-
three. They're all the same.
Oh.
Okay.
We're like, what are you doing? Get it.
Get it, same thing.
Oh, so you didn't open the whole, okay.
No, I didn't open anything. Huh?
Oh, you put them in 3 separate envelopes. Yeah, okay. I'm like, well, how does happen this way? That's unusual. I didn't know that anybody did it that way.
So this one is, one what? Oh, this one's just the certificate of liability.
Oh, got you, okay.
And then this one, so this one's from Derek Roloffs. This one is from AJ's Excavating, and that's the one Mary has.
Okay.
So you guys will have to share, because we just have.
Oh,
three.
I got you. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good, I don't got you. So that's the same as this?
4,500.
And so we'll need to decide with the proposals that are prepared for us, if we want to go through those, if we want to cross anything off, if we want salting, we don't want salting. We can do that.
These are exactly the same.
This isn't the same as this.
No.
And that's the same as this one. Oh, wait. Oh,
Price.
they wrote it up. Okay, so this is this.
So
this is,
There's not that.
no, this is Derek Roloff.
Oh, okay.
This is AJ's.
Okay,
This here, he just did on the form we there, and this is his type thing. I don't know if this was included there. So
oh, that's
this is
just
what
the
Ben
same
gave
thing.
them to fill out.
Okay, got it.
So that's why I filled it out that way. So that's the same as
Okay.
this. So this one, so snow plowing 105, snow plowing 125. This, they charge more for salt than they do. Salt is if we want salt. We don't have to do it. This is callbacks.
Mhm.
This is snow plowing 75, salting.
So we need to add up the prices.
No, so no, because he doesn't necessarily gonna salt every single time. And you're not necessarily gonna get called back every single time, so you don't add that together.
Gotcha.
So basically, we want to decide, do we want salting,
We say,
any, all, or anything like that?
Well, we'll need it.
Or
if
as
something like
needed.
that. Yeah, as needed, because a lot of times we have a bunch of ice buildup out here.
We don't need salting at the park.
I don't know that we've ever salted since I've been here. We
haven't.
have salted
We
right
haven't
outside
here.
the front door,
Yeah,
but he's not gonna get out, nobody's getting out of the truck and salting their front door.
no. But they have a thing on the back of the truck where they can spray
I
salt.
don't know if it's gonna look, reach all the way up there, because
Well,
I
they
would think
come
they're
right up to the
pretty
wall
close.
and snow blade, right, they take their
And I
blade
think
right
too,
across
like
the wall.
Derek Roloffs is here, so if you guys wanted him to come up and present his proposal, you could. And if you have any questions, you could ask him.
I don't know that we should, did we request them to come? Did we request the other people to come? I'm just
I
asking.
didn't request anybody, but I was
Yeah,
just
I
saying
think
that
we should, yeah. That's my only question. Can you salt right up to the door?
Yep.
Okay.
And I believe on my bed that somebody had said it, that there's no salting at the park. I did not put any salting for at
Yeah.
the park
Nope.
because
No,
there's not
right.
we don't,
Great.
anything to salt.
no.
So. Other costs. Okay, other costs. So if we asked you to get out and shovel, you're gonna charge us $130 an hour.
No, so that's like if we run out of room and we have to come and load it.
Oh, okay. Got ya.
If I have to move snowbanks or like if it gets last winter got closer, we got a lot of snow in the entrance in the road commission. Then if I had to come in with a loader and move that back, then that's where that. all
Okay.
would be.
Because you're not getting out and shoveling.
Not that much snow.
Close the door.
Send it and you are.
They really want you.
Somebody.
My children won't leave me alone. Every day this happens. I told them to stop.
Let me see this guy again.
That's the same as what you're looking at right there.
Mhm.
It's in the same-
Sounds exactly.
This is easier to look at because it's in
Yeah,
the
I
same
think-
format.
Ah, gotcha.
The whole horseshoe to be snow plowed at the park? Or is it just the entrances? What did you ask for?
What it was done last year.
A whole horseshoe? Did you plow the horseshoe at the park?
Just back to the,
Yeah, I plowed, like basically a hockey stick, so it went back past the shed. So all the way back and then around with a parking area that it would park probably 20 to 25 cars.
So you just did one entrance then?
Yes.
Okay.
What they did last year was really, really nice people. We had
Right,
people
that's-
come in and thank us for that.
I couldn't believe the amount of people that used it.
Yeah.
Tons of people use it. You didn't? I didn't. Yeah.
I think that's the right way to look at it.
I told them to stop calling, but I can't remember that.
so we want to say
If you
for
take
the
the
inland
salting
township,
out.
we want to say salting as
You
needed.
take the salting out. This one.
Yeah,
And this one.
I
will be
think
out.
so.
You take salting out. There we go.
We gotta do the math.
This would be that without salting. Okay.
And then do we want to do any salting?
We could just do that.
Do we think we want to do any salting at Bendon Hall? No.
Yeah, probably at the doorway, maybe, or the entrance, where the handicap,
Okay,
where you go in, there's two handicap spots here and one here.
okay, so just kind of as
But
needed.
they usually, I think they usually have salt down
Okay,
Well, it has been salting done sometimes, but not for a long time.
The snowplow person isn't salting.
there.
The salters on this truck with the plow. So they salt at the same time. Truck. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know that we would actually plow or salt Bendon Hall either, because
don't
that's
think
all
so?
gravel. And that we would have to get out.
The front.
We can't do that because of the post at the front there, so that has to be hand shoveled.
Well, I know that does. So, you know, if the, around the,
I think his truck as he comes by would be close
I
enough
can
to control it
control
that far.
From the truck. Because I can control the spin rate, I can control everything.
Yeah, but with last year, you never were able to get the snow underneath there because we had to keep it shoveled. So.
We're
throwing
talking
the snow
about
on-
salting. Salting is completely different.
Right, but you coming along and salting it, if it's not shoveled under, you know what I'm saying? If you come here to salt and go there to salt, and it's not shoveled because we don't use it every day.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because you
Yeah, oh,
can't,
yeah, no.
you can't put the salt on there, so
No,
really
and-
that underneath that patio thing there, we shoveled that,
Yeah.
and then we have to throw the salt on it right after we
Yeah.
shovel, because we shovel only when people are coming.
now is Bendon, is that gonna be snow plowed every day that we have the snow that?
That's something we have to discuss because, I mean, I talked to Derek a little bit about it. Like, I don't know that it needs to be plowed every day because we go in
It's not
spurts
used
where
every
it's not
day.
used in weeks,
Right,
but then
right.
other times we go, like, we've been on a roll where it's been rented every weekend, both
Right.
nights, or both times. So I don't know if we want to work that out with the people directly. I don't know if you want to pay for it just in case, because we do have weekly events. We have yoga and we have euchre going on there, so.
Yeah, and yoga and Zumba don't always need.
Zuma's no more.
Just no more.
So, I mean, on the week, on.
So for sure we need it on Tuesdays.
And Thursdays
Wow.
is yoga. Wednesday.
That's morning time.
No, it's afternoon. She
It's
teaches
afternoon.
school. Sunday yoga.
And who will be the call person to request this?
I'm not saying that that's how we should do it. I'm just.
No, I'm just saying if we do that, who would be the call
Well,
person?
so typically, we do get the very occasional last minute rental, but typically, like, we're booked out through Christmas for people who, Thanksgiving
holidays.
things and the holidays and that. So we've got that schedule. So we're happy to turn that over and send a text if as soon as a rental comes in.
Okay. And you handle all the rentals, correct? So you would be the point person, or you could be the point person. Okay.
But I don't want to, so I want to click, because a couple things. So if you're plowing all of them, let's say, well, let's say you're plowing here and there, that's not on there. But the next day that does need doing, would that be a callback or a regular
No,
call?
just be.
And how deep, did we mention
3
how deep the
inches.
snow needed to be? 3?
Yep.
For everywhere? Okay. I got all my questions answered.
Anybody have any other questions? Does anybody have a motion?
It's hard because they're
Two of them are the same.
not,
Okay.
they're
No, they're not.
No, no. No, if you just went with the snow plowing.
No.
that, Mary, this is the same people as this. They just did do 2 sheets of paper. This is
Oh.
exactly the same.
Thank you, because there's no name on that, so I figured. it was
There's a
the-
name here.
Yeah, I know.
And here. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah,
so,
I see.
yeah, they just did it to use our form, but then they had it already typed up in their form.
So if you use if you use our form, it's broke down the
Okay.
way they.
Can I ask you one more question? So this is just me trying to be nice to everybody. So if you did 1 or 2 of the 3, would that change you wanting to do the job?
Yeah.
And if you did 1 or 2 of the 3, which ones would you prefer? to do?
No. We determine that. Don't ask him which one he wasn't.
Well, which is easier in his schedule already. I'm just
This
trying.
one's easiest. Everything's straight.
Well, the park's pretty easy.
They're all the same, so you wanna like split up the bid is what you're saying, like,
Well, I'm just curious. I'm just
doesn't matter.
trying
to me.
to,
We have been known to split, share the wealth.
because I don't think we're gonna really salt Bendon, and if we're not gonna salt the park, then that makes these cheaper.
I only added these.
This one's a lot, right?
I guess just remember cheaper is not always better.
I get that, but no offense, I know that you did a great job here and people really like the park, but I've also had AJ personally do stuff at my house, and I know he does the plowing at the schools, and I know he too does a good job.
Yeah, I haven't experienced him, man.
I know not so much for snow plowing, but I know there's a few work that was done in Blair Township by AJ, and that was not very good. Some things that was supposed to take a day took several days. It became
Can I make a
mess.
comment?
No.
Oh. I said yes, he said no.
Right.
Well, I think, yeah.
I move that we accept the snow plowing bid from Derek Roloff in the amount. Can I just say listed here? Do you want me to go through all of these? Inland Township Hall snow plowing, $125 per plow, salting $55, return of service call $25. Bendon Hall snow plowing, $75 per plow, salting 35, return of service callback 25. Inland Township Community Park, snow plowing $60 per plow, salting 0, return of service callback $25. Other associated costs with service not included in a monthly cost, $130 per hour.
I'll second. Any discussion?
I'm just, trying to think this through.
Mrs. Supervisor, may I be allowed to add a little bit more to that motion?
Yes.
In the amount of, as I listed, and allow the supervisor and legal counsel to draft and execute a 4-year contract with vendor.
Do we need to amend the motion or,
There was a second on it.
right?
We
There
can,
was already a second.
Yeah, so
we just can add that. So we can make a-
Mhm.
Sorry, I took a breath after the dollar and
It's
they
okay.
got seconded.
So it's all good. Okay,
Are we cool?
yep. Any discussion?
waiting for
Take
the
roll,
moderators
please.
to do it.
Rose?
Miller,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Worth, yes, Sights,
Yes,
Zelinski.
Yes,
motion carries. Did you have a
I'm
second?
just gonna,
I don't,
Motion
you
on
gonna,
that?
Contract?
did you gonna add something
Okay,
else?
then I move we allow the supervisor and legal counsel to draft and execute a 4-year contract with the vendor.
I'll second. Any discussion?
well, I just, yeah, I'm just concerned, like, gas prices continuously going up. Is he gonna be willing to take this and same thing in 4 years?
Well,
That's what the
it's
RFP was
consistent.
for, was for
I
4
just-
years,
Okay,
so.
so you worked that into this, okay, just wanna make sure.
I did.
Maybe that's,
Any other discussion? I don't know if this is roll call.
Yes, it
'cause-
is, 'cause
Yeah,
it's
because it's gonna cost
spending
money,
money.
Keep
so.
those.
Okay.
yeah, right. Oh, you want them?
Yeah,
Nelson,
Yes.
Miller,
yes.
Zelinski.
Yes.
Worth, yes, Sights,
Yes, motion carries. Next is the 26-27 meeting dates.
So my only suggestion on this is that we keep this list that's scratched out on here. Because I think it's confusing. It would be confusing to people to just make this statement. I had to ask,
Right.
if you just Rose talked about taking this out and just leaving this.
Oh,
But I didn't know offhand what November 11th was, and I should. My husband's a veteran.
keep that there so that we know, and then just cross off the highlighted part. We just won't do the highlighted part, we'll keep this part. The original, right?
Not in
it couldn't
context, just
hurt
looking at it.
to list those dates for
Yes.
those of us
Yeah.
that don't remember.
That's why I had left them on there, right, and that way we can keep them or whatever. And
So we're
then-
crossing
me-
this off.
Yeah, and we'll just keep that.
Okay,
So then I would throw out to the board, do we want to consider a 5 o'clock start time for June, July, and August as we did for the year?
July, August, and
I-
September.
I think it's absolutely wrong to change the dates partway in the year, because we had people show up who showed up an hour late, even though we stressed it and we put it on the board. So either we have to pick a 5 o'clock start time, or we have to pick a 6 o'clock start time. The back and forth is confusing to everybody, and especially our residents, because they get used to a time.
And I'm good with 5
Then-
o'clock
yeah.
start times if we do
5
that.
I move that we make all of our meetings beginning at 5 PM on the dates that we have listed.
I'll support.
Any discussion?
I like the 6 o'clock start times, but I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
I just don't like the back and forth. I think that's wrong.
Okay, now you do realize that this motion didn't approve this.
I said all the dates that were on here. Oh, but I didn't suggest,
Yeah.
I didn't add the thing that we said that we were going to use, that little paragraph.
So you can make a second motion after. we
Yeah,
do the
I'll make a
discussion.
second motion.
I'll make sure we're covered because
Okay. No other discussion?
for 5 PM start time.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, my next motion is to include the scratched out paragraph on the notice for everyone so they understand what dates
Keep the list.
that were closed.
Okay, so
Keep the paragraph that
Yeah,
has the list
keep-
of dates.
Keep the
that
paragraph
we'll
that's crossed off.
Do we have a
they're
second?
going to approve the,
I'll support.
Okay.
Sorry, Rose, what were you asking?
are we going to approve the dates themselves?
We already did,
Schedule
we already did
Um,
in the first motion.
on the dates listed. That's what you're, okay.
Dates listed, 5 o'clock, all
Want to
dates
clarify.
listed.
Want to clarify.
Good question.
Okay,
Check those
No.
dates in the calendar.
That's good.
okay.
Any discussion on the second motion for the removing the paragraph?
You scratched off.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Ted seconded
Yeah.
that.
Ted.
I support.
Next is the planning commission appointment. I move that we appoint Jim Brower to the planning commission.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Welcome back.
And I don't really know if they get paid or not, so I don't
They
know.
do
Yeah, they
Okay,
do.
So can you take roll, please? I guess I didn't look at that.
Okay.
$60 a minute. I mean,
Okay.
A minute.
a minute. Nothing else.
Nelson,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Zelinski,
Yes.
Worth, yes, Sights.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Next is the finance committee report. Did anybody have any questions on that?
I just have one question. Not regarding that report, but that court report being included in the packet at this point, because it's not, it wasn't given. And I know that it was extenuating circumstances, and I appreciate it being done at the last minute and all of that, but I don't think we can consider it part of the packet. We have to hold on to that. They have to be in on time, because people, it's a violation of the Open Meetings Act for this not to be included and then claim it's in there now, kind of thing. So it can be just a flyer for people's use over there,
Okay.
but it cannot be on the board thing, so it has to be listed as NA.
Okay. So county commissioner will be NA.
Because he came day after.
Fire chief written report was received. Does anybody have any questions?
I have one question, which we briefly touched on, I think, but a little bit. I would like to see the report to include how many incidents by your characteristics. No, I got that in our own township.
They are north and south of US 31 on that second
So
page.
there's south, north, Thompsonville,
Okay.
Greenway.
So what I define our calls in based on US 31. So broken up into districts of north and south of US 31. So all the districts are the townships, and then our own township, it's north and south of US 31. So there was 15 calls in our township.
So south is, okay, all right,
So south of
Got
US
ya,
31
okay.
and north of US
all right,
31.
okay, I didn't understand what that meant there.
Township calls. Okay, and then all the other ones are there. So Green Lake, so you can see Green Lake and then Green Lake, Grant Township.
Mhm.
So Grant Township and Grand Traverse County is covered by Green Lake, Blair, and Buckley. So we're assisting them. So I put Green Lake, Grant Township, because most of our calls are in that portion of Grant Township that Green Lake is responsible.
Okay,
So that's why that's broken off there instead of just saying Grant Township. I can just say Grant Township, but I'd like to know why we're going in this Green Lake. So other than that, Long Lake, Thompson, Elmira, Homestead's a district. So I broke every township up in the district and then broke ours up between north and south. So then I can run stats. How many times do we go to the south? How many times do we go to the north?
Okay, that was my only
I
question.
mean, I can break things down more. Some things aren't on these reports, but I can still pull ad hoc reports and give to you if you want anything more. I know we talked one day and set it out during days of the week and hours. I can do that too if you want. It's a little bit more time.
I don't want that.
Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay. Assessor written report was received. Any questions on that?
I'm just a little shocked that the current assessments are lower than the previous assessments. And almost everybody on this list. You notice that?
Mhm.
Property values are going down?
A little bit,
Oh, it's done and over with well enough.
just from what I noticed on like Zillow and stuff, it looks like it's went down a little bit. Any other questions on zoning? Or assessor, sorry. Zoning. Written report was received.
No.
No questions. Planning commission report.
With the loss of our commission chair, Anastasia O'Connor is the vice chair. So she's not here tonight, so I'm gonna cover off a little bit of planning commission as well as events when we get to events. So what she wanted to share tonight is just to let the board know that the public survey is all in. There was some work done by the planning commission at the last planning commission to draft and approve a vision statement. And just a couple of highlights from the survey, majority of respondents who filled out lived in Inland Township, 92%. Most 90% were homeowners in Inland Township, 2.7 were property owners only, 2.1 were renters. And then a couple of the things that bubbled up on the survey, best things about Inland Township, quiet, rural, peaceful nature. And then the worst things that bubbled up, taxes, traffic, and blight. So just share that with the board.
So did you say Anastasia is going to be the chair? Or
She's the
temporary.
vice chair. So,
No, she is
Without-
vice chair.
She is vice chair.
yeah.
So she's.
So without a
in charge.
chair, she would have been here tonight to speak to the board. She's unable to be here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Parks and Rec.
There was a request for trash bills and looking at these on the back of page 2, the description in the picture here shows that there's a covering already there for the trash that would help keep out rain and snow. So if we're going to purchase one of these, I would suggest that we use this weather resistant 42-gallon capacity with the top.
This has a hole in the top. It has a top load. So there's a hole in the top here too, and also those sides, so animals can get down there.
Oh, there
Rain,
is?
water, yes.
This isn't
It's right
solid?
here. It says top load. This, you can load, yeah. So that
I
means you-
thought top just meant that you were putting it in.
I read it as that means you can put it in there.
Yeah, you can put them down.
Are you speaking of the same one? Which?
The $235 one.
Yeah. To me, it's solid on the top that you.
It's
slide
all
things out
dark, so
underneath.
it's hard to tell there.
Yeah.
And Teresa, where do you see top load for that
You read the
particular one?
It's under here, the 1, 2, 3, the fourth little bullet point, available in 9-inch square top load, 13 by 16 side loads.
It says side load with removable ashtray.
So you
So
can
the
get them all
ashtray is the
different.
top, so if you have the ashtray, then it's,
Hmm.
That's where the extra is. But I agree with trustee Miller, we should look at one that has a cover on it because of snow and rain.
Yeah.
So you're looking at the one on the back page.
Or the back.
Okay.
Virtually indestructible. They haven't met my bear. Oh dear, but that's all right. He'll be on leash. Yeah, that looks, okay.
We don't have any prices here, it doesn't look like.
Yeah.
It's written on there.
Oh, that's how it's numbers.
389, 279,
Yeah, okay, I got that. I just looked at this one, I'm like, that looks like a dollar.
So I move that we purchase the, oh, how do I explain this? The,
See the back page.
yeah, the back page 380.
Barco products.
Oh, thank you. Barco products.
Trash can.
Garbage bag or garbage container, whatever you call it, trash container.
And that was 389.
I just have one question. Who's emptying these
We
garbage
gotta have a
cans?
second first.
Oh.
I'll second the motion.
Okay.
Okay, any discussion?
Who's emptying these garbage cans?
Derek.
So wasn't,
Going.
Bob Wilkinson.
Bob will get this when he we can ask him to grab that when he goes in most.
Like whoever empties the one in Inland Township.
Yeah.
A couple 55 gallon drums.
Mhm.
Any other questions?
Separate amount. So you got it.
Optional.
We'll just chain it to the pavilion.
You don't have pricing for that?
No.
currently?
Any other discussion? Can you take roll call, please?
Miller?
Yes.
Nelson?
Yes.
Worth, yes. Sights?
Yes.
Zelinski?
Yes.
Motion carries. No events or.
No.
So I'll speak
We
on
don't-
behalf of events. Since Anastasia,
I thought we were only doing written reports. That's what we voted on last month.
absent of a written report, the events committee would like to request from the board $300 for the Halloween event for refreshments and candies. So can we make a motion for that or we deny it?
I think we can do it in any other business to come before the board.
Okay, there you go.
Election commission report received. Any questions on that?
No, thanks for including.
Okay. And then board member reports. One from the treasurer.
Small typo on it. Nobody caught it. We'll let it go. One too many ones here. It's right on the next pages.
Oh,
I triple checked that too. I triple checked it watching all these little numbers and I missed that one by the dice.
I didn't see it either.
I wish that were
11
correct.
million.
Yeah.
Nice.
So one of those ones is extra, I'm assuming?
Yes. But the rest of the numbers are correct.
Okay. Got it.
I will tell you this, just very briefly, interest rates are on the decline strongly.
Really?
Yep, the sweep account went down to like 1 point something and Michigan's class is coming down, but they didn't give me a price the other day when I asked them where we're at currently. Or at percentage, they didn't give it to me. Okay. Cool. So we're gonna lose drastic income from our interest.
Yeah. Okay. And then supervisor report. Does anybody have any questions?
No, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Seriously, thank
Yeah.
you.
Any other business to come before the board?
Yes. Fire chief asked if I would add, selling of the surplus equipment that they have.
The prior chief got that green vehicle that sits out back. I don't know what he had it planned for. I don't have any use for our plans. It's now ours because it's a part of the Department of Defense contract thing. So
Oh.
after 5 years, it's now ours.
Okay.
I'd like to either somehow sell it.
Yeah.
And that's on the board. I haven't written about, I don't know about Alex procedure on what that is. It has to be a sealed bid. If we can put it on MyGov or Gov Deals to sell at auction, or if we can just put it out
Right.
there in Facebook world or wherever and to get
Is it-
prices.
That's
Of
something.
value? Or is it something somebody else?
Somebody
uses?
would be.
So, yeah.
Somebody it might
Somebody
be.
keeper.
I know AJ's goes around and looks at a lot of like old fire trucks and buys them just for the engines, because a lot of them have low
Right.
mileage on it.
Yeah.
Because didn't you
They're
have
always
to,
worth something.
didn't you used to
Even
sell
scrap.
sell some of that equipment, and you didn't do bids or anything like that, you just put them advertised them and.
Basically, we advertised on
Yeah.
Facebook for that one, that was for the board. I don't know.
I think long as we advertisement, I'm pretty sure the policy says as long as we advertise it someplace, even if it's just one place, whether it's Facebook, the Record Patriot, whatever, it's good. So,
I've delegated it to the assistant chief, so he's gonna come up and take pictures, get all the lettering off and stuff like that. So
Okay.
he's working on that to try to find and get an estimated good value.
okay,
My guess is gonna be like $5,000 to $8,000.
yeah,
Since it's ours, we should make a motion to approve the sale of it.
Yeah, approve the sale of it until we sold. We can,
We can
listing
approve-
it for
we can-
sale.
We can approve to put
Listing
it in
that.
And we can put
surplus and to sell it on for the fire chief, but that's up to you guys.
Put in surplus and sell. So the motion would be move to approve putting the old truck in surplus and sell it,
Surplus what?
and sell it.
Oh, and sell it. Okay. Yes.
Okay. I move to put the old truck, the old green truck, it is green, right? Or yellow, into surplus and sell it.
I'll support.
any discussion? And I don't think there's money involved, so I guess all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Would you like to entertain the motion out for the events committee?
Yeah.
Okay. I move the board approve the event committee's request for an amount not to exceed $300 for the Halloween event at parade.
I second. Any discussion?
There were, she had several dogs at the last parade last year. A lot of dogs came,
Yeah.
so I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think it'll grow.
Yeah,
Depends.
yes.
Because immediately I heard Teresa's voice, so.
Any other discussion? Can you take roll, please, Rose?
Zelinski,
Yes.
Sights.
Yes,
Worth, yes. Nelson,
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
motion carries. Any other business to come before the board?
Less than 2
Okay.
hours.
We're gonna
Good
make it.
job.
Public comment will start at 7:47. I think it says. Public comment, any person wishing to address the board may do so once per public comment period. Comments are limited to 3 minutes and shall be addressed to the chair and not individual board members or others in the audience. The board is not required to comment or respond to presenters. Silence or non-response from the board should not be interpreted as disinterest or disagreement by the board.
We'll start out 16341 Brundage Road. On my first comment, I kind of alluded to other individuals on the board. The only reason I did that is because in the past, I was always told that I'm just a supervisor. I can't make them do their jobs. From two other supervisors, so that's why I did that. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Any other public comment? Public comment is closed at 7:48. Do we have any announcements?
That was put on there so we could review what we did. And make sure people do, and remember when she was telling us to do that,
No,
and, the
So I'll-
assignments that have been made,
Yeah.
you know,
I will be working with legal counsel for the snowplow contract.
And who's gonna update the remainder? Or you want us to list that, Rose, that you're gonna update the other changes in the other contracts?
I can, because you sent them to me,
Yes,
so I printed
yes.
them out, so
Yeah.
they're not, I don't think they're PDFs, so, which they're fine, even if they
Yeah,
were.
they're-
I could use
they're
that really
Word.
cool program that she
Right.
told me that,
Yeah,
that I
no, they're
have.
Word.
Okay,
And then Teresa's gonna do if we need callbacks or, with the haul, snow plowing and whatnot.
okay, and integrated payroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow up with them.
I just have a comment. I know the township cannot spend funds for anything, but I think it would be awful nice of the board if somehow or other we got a card for Jim Clark. And thanking the
That we just-
family for all the service that he's done.
We would just take up a thing on our
We have
own.
to do it on our own.
Yes,
We can't do it
I
as
know
the board.
I know that. That's what I said.
Yeah.
We can't spend any of our own money.
Yeah.
But I think it would be nice if we got together and said something.
I agree.
So
The planning
Mary-
commission has already done that, just,
Oh, have
just
they?
so the board knows, so, yeah.
Okay.
Planning commission did it on behalf of the planning commission, so.
It would be nice of the
So you
board.
wanna
Led by
run that after the
Anastasia.
meeting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
Anything else for announcements?
So I'm going to court Thursday to get rid of the delinquent taxes. It's
Okay.
coming in currently way cheaper than we thought and has in the past, so that's good. And then also I am working, and I'll bring a presentation for that at the next board meeting. I actually think Rosemary is gonna get stuck with the meeting, to work with the bank about doing, our own deposits remotely here. Saving mileage. That's it.
Okay, any other announcements? Adjournment, I'll second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Congratulations, Ben Zeitz.
7:51.
Good job, get on the road.
Rock and roll.
So do you want me to adjust these times next month?
No,
I think that's the shortest meeting I've been to, except
In quite a while.
For the board of review and zoning board of
I don't
appeals.
have any, yeah, I had to get some information. Interested. So I got further information. I don't know any of these. And same with, county commissioner. Friday. I did talk to Dan, he said he would. He's gonna have him check. Minutes committee just
Sometimes you have a.
copied each other, and I don't know how that works. I don't know if we appoint somebody or Ted wants.
Yeah. if they run it the way, they'll just bring it to you.
But if the landlord part, they can't work.
Yeah. they'll just-
Then you can work.
Yeah.
Okay.
The finance
So
committee
I-
will part of this.
Yeah.
Zoning
What?
board
We
of
haven't been able to.
Appeals and board of review. And the finance.
Just
We want to add, and we're appointing Soto as chair. Yeah.
I could see my son coming in.
So I'll let him know tonight. Oh, yeah, I talked to him.
Might have to wait till next month.
Oh, that's fine.
My brothers.
I sat down and went through what I plowed, all the neighbors, when I did all their stuff. So,
Yeah.
he's retiring all up.
Yeah, in June.
So, that's what it is.
What's that?
helping the township.
Find out what they've been in the past.
Hey, Ben.
Oh, I know
They'll call you.
where they were at. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I want to go over,
I put a thing in there.
and then there's one that